Hello everyone, I am the Steambeat Diver and today we're gonna be looking at a game called Paragon of Time. This is an action roguelike bullet hell game which released today and it seems to have absolutely no recognition, no one's playing it, no one reviewed it, but it looks quite fun, so today I'm here to try it out and see, as usual, whether the game is actually just unlucky and it's worth playing or if it's just a piece of trash. Now, this isn't the actual first time I booted the game. The first time I booted it up, it greeted me with some poem about me being the Paragon of Time, but sadly I couldn't film that and it doesn't reappear, so we're just going to get right in and hop into seeing what the game is about. I see no bullshit, the game just kind of throws me in. I play as this little Scythe Reaper character, I guess. Kind of reminds me of Vampire Survivors, actually, but more active. Let's see, choose an artifact. So enemy movement speed, increase critical damage, and increase the alternate side side attacks knockback. Does this, if Soul Freeze works permanently, slowing enemies down seems quite good, so I'll go for this. I also have some abilities, so I can dash, it seems. I can do kind of like this little side swirl and my basic attack. So what I immediately noticed is, unlike Vampire Survivors, this game is it does require me to actually fight, so the character doesn't automatically fight for me. I do have to actually like choose a direction and when to attack in order to hit enemies. Okay, another upgrade, quite action-packed. Oh, increased attack damage, that is always good in this type of games. Now I have played actually quite a lot of these, like I think these are called like Soul Survivor type games, and even though I don't think I'm very good at them, I do have some knowledge about how these games function. As another dash, I mean, this was, it seems to be a higher rarity, so I guess we're gonna go for that. Now, something I failed to mention or show, actually, is that at the beginning there was a button which allowed me to forge and upgrade new artifacts, so the game does seem to have permanent progression. Again, there is a big perk, but here I think I'll just go for crit chance, even though this seems to be a high rarity perk. Crit chance is just more damage, and I like to do a lot of damage in these games. I think it's the more fun ways to play them.
Wait.
So, yeah, the game... Also, in the starting poem, which I mentioned, the game did mention that I am kind of like on a timer. So, like, the premise of the game seems to be that I am, well, the Paragon of Time, as the name suggests, and I am trying to accomplish some task I didn't really understand. I am not, I guess, cultured enough to understand the poetic texts, but it did tell me that I have to accomplish something before a time runs out. So I think the game will revolve quite a lot around time. So here I can either increase my range, which seems really good, or go again for crit. Let's go again for crit. Let's go for like a crit build. If that's even a thing in this game. But yeah, so the game did have the bullet hell tag, even though for now I don't really see any bullet hell. I mean, there's like not a single projectile on the screen. Enemies are just going at me, but I guess these games can escalate quite quickly. Oh, actually, I didn't know this. I'm stupid. There is a timer at top right, so yes, there will likely be a time limit or a maximum time I have to survive. I've already taken some damage, as I can see from my, I assume, health bar below my abilities. I actually didn't notice what hit me, but enemies in this game are quite fast, so I might have missed something, especially with considering I'm wearing a diving mask. I mean, I already have 2 dashes, so I'll just go for range. I think range will be good, especially if enemies start overrunning me later on, because I do knock them back. I don't know for how long, but I laughably ignored the knockback upgrade, even though this might have not been the best choice, but well, we'll see. Completely unrelated, but I kind of want to mention, today is my birthday. So this game did release on my birthday, so I am kind of coming in with high expectations, you know, like that's the birthday video, so it will be quite a bummer if the game ends up being boring. But so far it does seem quite action-packed. Oh, I took another hit. I think I'm almost dead. Oh, I died already. Holy. Well, that was fast. Well, that's a time, I guess. Well, the game does have permanent progression, so maybe it is intended to die immediately. I say while coping deep down in my heart. Okay, let's see. What do I upgrade here? So the game does seem to have quite a lot. So enemy slowdown seems quite good. XP attract range, meh, whatever. Increase the amount of gained XP. Amount of souls. So this I'll put one level in. That's permanent progression. Increase bonfire bonus values for each level. What's a bonfire? I have no clue. I mean, I think I'll just spread my upgrades out because they seem to be going like higher in cost every time I upgrade them. So I guess I will get some luck. Luck is always good in these games, or usually good in these games. Damage, quite straightforward. I'll go for... Yeah, I don't have enough for health regen, that's a bummer. I guess XP increase might be good. These are all the upgrades, by the way. The game doesn't let me scroll, I think. And let's see what Forge does. Also, I can... If I... Well, I mean, I couldn't afford anything, but... If I save enough, like... What was it called? Like souls or the currency? I can upgrade new weapons. So I guess these are the three kind of like starting classes, maybe. There is the Raid Seeker, which is like the homing magical sword. That's projectile based, probably. And Lantern reveals hidden enemies searing fire. So it's kind of like the utility weapon, I assume. And you can upgrade them. It kind of seems cool, but I don't have souls to upgrade anything. So I guess we'll just do another run. I always appreciate... here's a bonfire. Max health. So bonfires are... Wait, did I see bonfires? I'll go for rage again. Did I see bonfires in the first time, but I just didn't click them? It is quite possible, actually, if I was not paying attention. You will know this better than me, as you just watched it. You can rewind the footage if you weren't paying attention as well, but... I did miss them. I don't know how much of a difference they would have made. Now, 20% damage just seems really good, if I interpret it correct. Even though early crit chance or early XP or damage, that's like a big question. I mean, I guess I'll go XP even though I died in like 3 minutes last time. I guess going XP early is like always good, right? I think. Maybe. I mean, depends on the game. Like in these games, I think it always depends on how quickly the XP required to level up, I guess, increases. Power Surge. Increased weapon damage. What's the difference between this and... I mean, is it increasing just my general damage? Or like maybe ability damage if I get some later on? I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just all damage and not just my left click, I guess. Maybe. Maybe alternating side is my right click. Because the damage... I should pay attention to whether my damage goes up. That it is... Oh, I got hit. That is quite stupid of me not to. I mean, I guess I should walk around, right? Like looking for bonfires. Like they seem to be quite important. So they give me permanent stats. Yeah, here's another one. XP pickup range. That's maybe less important than some other things. Let's go for 15 crit chance. Seems pretty good. Even though it's kind of unreliable, and I am dying to swords so far. But yeah, I do appreciate when games are not just like one long playthrough, but rather kind of like these disconnected runs, because, well, they are convenient for me to record, because then I can just choose when to end the video. Like, if you watch this, and you also saw my other video, which I should have released before this one, I guess I will damage again. Let's see, the damage did not go up, so maybe this is... Yeah, I think that's my right-click damage, actually, the alternating sight. Does it... say that? Yeah, does it say it anywhere? I don't think so, but yeah, I guess that's my right-click damage, and that's not as good as I thought. Dang, I should be going crit then, instead of the alternating sight damage. But yeah, if you had seen one of the previous videos I recorded on a game called... I believe it was Eldritch Verdict. Slows enemy movement speed. Even though if it is general crit... movement is slowing enemies is like too valuable. The enemies get too fast in this game, as I saw in the previous run. Yeah, if you saw the video on Eldritch Verdict, you would see that, well, I literally couldn't finish this game because I was just finished with chapter 2 out of 3, I assume. And I was already 1 hour deep, so I had to end the video, which felt a bit unsatisfactory, probably for you and for me. We decided to temporarily stack up 10 extra. Then, how does that work? Enables the site to temporarily stack up 10 extra damage up to 1x times. Let's see how this works. So, I guess when I hit something, I just get extra damage. I mean, that's just extra damage from what I see. The 10 extra damage is pretty good. That's like 20% increase on my left click. Does it work on my right? Yeah, those works on my right click. Well, that's really good then. So far, the game is quite action-packed, I can say that. Even though the fact that I am not getting any more abilities, but rather, I mean, maybe I will actually after defeat this elite that just, or after I get absolutely massacred. Why are these guys so fast? Increase health regen. That sounds really good. Having, no, I think I'm dead. Weapon damage. I should have gotten slow. I clicked it because it was high rarity and I panicked. That was quite stupid. Okay, I got 10 health back. I still think I'm in one-shot range, but hopefully soon won't be. These get so fast, so quick. The game is quite hard so far, or I'm just bad and I bragged about being good at Vampire Survivors for no reason. I mean, I have a lot of hours in that game. That doesn't necessarily translate to being necessarily that good, yet. But in my defense, playing with a foggy diving mask on does make it a bit more difficult to see the black enemies on black background. The thing I can say is I definitely would have appreciated if they made some outlines for the enemies. Oh, okay. I just got killed. I mean, I think I beat the enemy at least, so I didn't go down without a fight. Let's see. Well, I think we can do another run after this. I can at least get to maybe the first boss, if that's even a thing. I hope to feel quite unsatisfactory. I think let's get enemy. It's only 5% slowdown. It's not that much though. Bonfire buff. Bonfires actually seem quite good. I will get 1 health regen. And, well, you may say it is boring that I am not going for new weapons and I'm just getting statistical upgrades, but you actually might be right. I probably should have collected some money, but I forgot and I just insta upgrade. Well, for next run, maybe this run will get enough. Yes, damage reduction actually might not be that bad. Enough souls from one run, hopefully, to be able to just immediately afford like a cooler weapon.
That's right.
Even though I don't think it's the weapon that's the problem. I mean, I would like to showcase them. So I promise I will start collecting for them from now on. I will actually try to showcase the mechanics and not just play that. That might be what like I should be doing as a content creator. I don't know. I'm new to this. Guys, cut me some slack.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Let's see. Slows enemy movement speed. I'm not sure if that's only when I hit them, but it doesn't say when you hit them. So I think that's general. And if it's general, I should really be stacking as many of these as I can, because I have so much knockback. Like, my damage isn't even the problem. Like, it's not like I'm getting overrun. It's just that, like, I physically cannot react to these difficult to see enemies just running straight at me. I got a lot of max health this time. It's quite nice. Even though my damage, I guess, is also completely determined. I get crit damage. Like, let's just try full stats in this game. No right click build. I forget what I was about to say, unfortunately. So not using my dash. I'm not sure if I have iframe during my dash. Should test it. Let's see. Couldn't even hit the enemy. Yeah, I think I have an iframe during my dash. Okay, that's useful to know. Yeah, I definitely have an iframe. Okay. Well, I stacked so much max health this time. Hopefully I don't get one shot like that. I mean, last time I got like 5 or 6 shotted, to be quite fair. I did not get even close to one shot. In my head it felt like one shot, you know, like I just felt it like when the first enemy hit me, I was like, nah, they're too fast for me to react, man. I cannot keep up with this. Okay. We go more slow, just full slow build. I am the Paragon of time, and as such I like to slow time. Something something stars.
Interesting.
Plus points if you got that reference, by the way. It's quite obscure. I think.
Like, but
Since I have a backlog, it would be quite funny if, like, at some points, it's like my entire point is like uploading obscure games, right? And then I do have like a backlog, so that well, you will see, you can easily check how long it is if you just go and see when the games release. When I specifically announce how many days prior they release, or this game, which released today, for instance. But I do have a backlog, so it would be quite funny if I just grab like a game that there is rather cooldown. Oh, this increases my right click cooldown. I think that's good. So it's by 0.5 seconds. It's like actually somewhat whatever. It's not as good as it sounded. I just saw cooldown and I remember how good cooldown is in Vampire Survivors, so I just could not resist but click it. But yeah, it will be quite funny if at some point I like release a game and it's like, oh, like obscure game, no one knows about it, trash or treasure, and then it just ends up like blowing up literally the day after, and then people are like, that's not an obscure game. Like I saw like 30 people play it, and I'm like, well, guess that would be the downside of a backlog. But at the same time, like I don't think doing this without a backlog is healthy. I think everyone uses a backlog, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't personally know anyone who streams / records games. I'm so bad. Like, holy shit. Slow more. Yeah. Okay, so slowing is like OP. Like, slowing is like insanely good. At least for now, when the enemies are all melee, like, slowing is like the absolute be-all-end-all. But yeah, like, I don't know how people usually do it. I mean, I have heard of the concept of having like a backlog of videos to like go to. I think most people do it like that. I don't know how long they should be, but I mean, I'm figuring it out. In the meantime, I am again starting to fall off brutally this time, not in the overwhelm department, but in damage department. I do 0 damage because I took 0 damage, to be quite fair. I was just going for slow to make my experience easier, and now I just actually just take all the enemies. Not even that, actually. I just push them back. My side hits like wet paper, and I am starting to get like brutally overrun. Okay, increased critical damage. I have 0 crit chance, so this is actually not as good as it sounds, but it is a start. I need some damage. Okay. Oh, I will get brutally obliterated by these enemies. Like I hate creep enemies, trail leaving enemies, I guess. I still call it creep because of Isaac. Oh crap. Okay, wait. I promised we're collecting for new weapons. Okay, I can get Mira's Lantern. This is the cheapest one, which probably means it's gonna suck, but let's see it. An enchanted lantern that reveals hidden enemies. Please tell me this makes enemies more outlined. Like, I will actually be ecstatic if this is what it does. I upgraded some crit damage in the meantime. Wait, what? Did I not select it? Forge. How do I select my weapons? Excuse me. Do I not select them? Are they like... Is there something I can find? Because use lightning direct souls into darkening track and shut louder that reveals... Okay. Do I have to find it? I probably should have checked how this works. I mean, I didn't see a way to equip it. Oh, no. It's just a passive. Okay, so it's not different characters per se, just like new passives. So it's like another ability. Yeah, well, that's really good. That's just like automatic increase crit damage, movement speed. Although I don't work so good, so I'll go for... And movement speed's like probably actually really good considering how fast the enemies are, but with more speed I'll just run into them. Yeah, they are just straight upgrades, it seems. I mean, I don't know if the game has more characters. It doesn't seem so because, well, I am the Paragon of Time, and this character is like kind of like a Green Reaper styled skeleton, I guess. So there are probably like no other Paragons, considering the name of the game is truly Paragon of Time. So Harvest, I need damage. I learned that last time, but I also need slow. I learned that the time before last time. So I really need to get both, I guess, but then I don't have enough levels, so well, that's just that. Yeah, then I guess that really puts into perspective that the all weapon damage upgrade is really good, right? Because if I have like 3 weapons, then it's much better than just buffing up my right click. There are, even though I didn't mention, there are these chests, which I think are obviously visible, that I can open, which give me some permanent ration currency. Okay, aha. Which requires 50%. That's ridiculously good, I guess. Let's also shoot that fast.
You scared me.
Nah, give me XP. Like, 50% sounds like a lot, but it attacks so slow and it only hits like one target. Maybe if like I had it upgraded, like sure, but...
Goodness.
Also, by the way, I don't see it highlighting the enemies. Maybe what it means is like later there will be like invisible enemies or something. And it will just... it will highlight these, but for now it doesn't do anything to help me visually, which is actually literally what I was hoping for. It's quite unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, the game probably doesn't have that many visibility problems. If you play it or watch this without a diving mask on, it probably is perfectly fine. I mean, many of these games have a dark atmosphere. Like, what can I think right now? 20 Minutes Till Dawn, I think it was called. It was another vampire survivor-like game. It was really also dark. Even though the enemies there were like really bright white, I think. So like that's made it quite good visibly. Then no, I think like it is actually a fair point that like black enemies on wave strike on the black thing are difficult to see. Adds a projectile to each special side attack. So does that mean right click? Yeah, okay, well wait, how much damage did that do? Not much, but it's still like AoE, that's decent, that's good.
So I...
It would be also quite funny if I misinterpret some of these upgrades and I just go with it, as if though I completely understood them, but then like, you can pay a lot attention a lot easier than me on what actually changes numerically when I pick an upgrade, because I have, and I'm gonna be quite honest, kind of turned off my brain while playing this. I mean, I'm mostly focused on talking, but I mean, I don't really pay that much attention to how much damage I do. Okay, I'm getting completely cooked because I again neglected taking slow. So me with slow works much better than me without slow. That's a thing. I actually just straight up suck at this game without slow. I mean that's maybe because like I'm slow or something. I don't know, guys. Like it's. I'd like to think not. You know, I'd like to think I'm a smart guy.
Looks like this what?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna die. Like, I kind of even feel bad. Like, I'm dying. Like, I did 5 runs for 4 minutes. Like, okay, that just... I did not see that. I can literally not see that guy. Okay, I'm gonna do one more run. Let's see. Can I buy another upgrade for something? Poison aspect. I can't buy any of these. I can literally don't have the money. I almost can buy this. Wait, can I...
Hey.
Can I just run like a quick run? Then, like, get enough souls? How do can I see how many souls I'm getting? I think so. I'll do just like a quick run. Just like speed run it, collect like 1,000 more souls. I'm gonna open like 2 chests. Then I'm gonna let them kill me on purpose. And I'm gonna test out the 3rd weapon so that at least I felt like I did my job good in showcasing you the game. Even though I guess I am also kind of spoiling it for you guys if I test everything. I mean, if you see it's like what you like, you will just stop watching the video when spoilers come, right? Makes more sense. Okay. Yes, it in fact does not buff my left click. So I was correct. The alternating side is right click only. Let's try our right click though this time. Like, I don't know. Even though this run actually I plan to just, I guess, get the souls and leave it. But next run we can try like a right click still. The game does have one significant problem so far, and that is that it doesn't, at least from what I have found, it does not have any other weapons, and therefore also no weapon evolutions, even though it has the permanent upgrade system. I think probably my favorite aspects the games, such as Vampire Survivors, are the weapon evolutions and the cool synergies you can get with different weapons and stats. And this game seems a bit more focused on just having like these two weapons and then stats buffing them. I mean, I don't know. I maybe it's not fair. Maybe the game has like more content later on, but so far it kind of just seems like, well, it doesn't really do a good job of portraying that, even if there is. Because I mean, I did get that starting like pseudo cinematic. I think I have enough souls at this point. Like I should have gotten enough. Like, come on, let's see. Yeah, yeah. Did I get enough? Come on. Yes, I have enough. Okay. But yeah, like for instance, other games similar to this. Okay, I got Raid Seeker. Common magical artifact that flies towards and then returns to the owner. So that's the boomerang. Okay. Similar games to this, even if they don't reveal like all of their content from the get-go. For instance, such as Death Must Die, another similar game to this. Actually, probably the most similar to this so far. In how it feels, I guess, to play it. Oh, that's really good, this sword. But yeah, the Death Must Die kind of like, it still hits that there is like more, right? Like first it gives you like a new character after like the first run, basically. And also it has like story aspects, right? It's like the characters have like interactions, then like, I mean, actually I haven't followed this game for quite a while. Like I think there is like a new chapter that's released at some point. But yeah, in this game there was like more like hints that there will be something. I mean, even if this game has some story or like more content other than this one cinematic, triple the amount of projectile. That seems really good. Other than this one, it wasn't even a cinematic, just like a kind of like the text that popped up. Well, it doesn't really do that good of a job to showcase it. I mean, I guess that's what like research before the game usually does, right? It's like, I assume most people who record these games like read about them online, but like that's like, I don't do that, right? Like at my point, like I want to see how it actually feels to play it just blind, right? Like that's the true test of a game, I think, is can you play it like truly blind? Because there are many. Well, that's really good single target. There are many similar games, or not similar, but rather just games that are great. Some of my favorite games, for instance, like Path of Exile and others like that, which are great, incredible games. But like you need like a wiki to play them. Like you cannot play them without reading so much about the game. The sword deals damage for each enemy it hits. Damage stacking reset. Yeah, so this makes it chain and that do more damage when it chase. I mean, yeah, it seems interesting. Let's try it. But yeah, some of these games are great, but they require like a wiki to play. And I think, that's nice for some people, but at the end of the day, if you're tired, you come home from like work or school or whatever, and you just want to like sit down and play a game, it's just sometimes nice to hop on it, just click play and play, right? Not have to read, I guess XP here, not have to read like a bunch to play them. And that's also some of my problems I've had with other games I've played on this channel. That they didn't really have many explicit mechanics and things about them. Well, yes, of course you can Google it. Of course you can like read about it. But like, well, if you're gonna read about a game, like I might as well just read like about like something like more, like I don't know, like meaningful, right? Sword max targets that synergizes quite well with the other thing I took. I'll take it. Something quite more meaningful. And that's why I like to give these games a completely blind impression. I don't even download like a demo before I play these games. Like that's why you'll see some of the games I play on this channel are quite underwhelming. I literally just look at like a single screenshot and like, sure, like looks like it could be good, and I just get it and play it. It's how I do things, and sometimes this can another max target upgrade. This can just come and bite me straight in the ass. Oh, 10% of damage is so good here. Just bite me in the ass, but I think it's also like, if a game then impresses me, I'm really like, well, then it's just straight up a good game, like without any external tools. I'll comment a bit more on what's happening in the current game I'm playing. I am seemingly having quite a good run, even though the doomed minute 3, where I usually start getting overwhelmed, is arriving. I am quite strong this time. I have this bouncing sword that is doing actually not that much damage. Decreases sword cooldown to 4 seconds. From how much? I mean, if it decreases it, then it must be less, right? Do I notice this? Not really, actually. But I trust the game that it decreased it a significant amount.
Yes.
Would have really appreciated if you told me exactly how much it decreased the cooldown, but since I'm kind of built around the sword, I guess it makes sense for me to just straight up go for it. Increase max sword targets. I just go full sword. Okay, so we go full sword run. I mean, even though I do have also lantern upgrades, but mostly sword run. Full like other weapons builds.
With me.
I should be going for bonfires. Increases sword speed. Meh. Like, not too absurd. You'll get some crit. Oh ho ho. I got like 4 bonfires. Absolutely insane.
Like,
I think increase crit chance by 25. Even though there was a good side upgrade there, I'm not side builds like at all. I'll just go for crit for my other weapons, which I assume works. I hope it works. I think, even though I actually, is it critting? Let's see. The sword, yeah, it's critting. It's critting. I just saw 200 somewhere. So increase damage for each enemy it hits. Oh, that's a level 2 of my damage stacker. That's good. I think. Yeah, it's going up to like 70 damage. Okay, the sword build is like golden. It's like sword is really good. Slow enemies like sword speed is like whatever. Why is there the Eye of Cthulhu? I think that's actually the Eye of Cthulhu reference from Terraria if you play that game, because it's also spawning Eye of Cthulhu's demon eye thingies. I'm being chased by Eye of Cthulhu. I mean, probably shouldn't be scared considering I have like 700 hours with Terraria or something. But okay, I actually now this time got straight up one-shotted by something. At least I can say I did get one-shot at least once in this game. Well, then I think I should wrap it up here. The video is already about 30 minutes long, so yeah. This was Paragon of Time. By the way, I failed to mention the game costs, I think, €3 on Steam. It felt decent. It had some definite drawbacks to it, like, for instance, only having a single weapon, or at least in the first, just 30 minutes actually, but the first 30 minutes of game time felt quite difficult, which is nice, but also somewhat repetitive, because there were not that many upgrades, and only what seems to be one character, so, I mean, cool concept, plays quite well, it feels fluid, it feels, fluid, I think is correct way to say it, feels nice, doesn't feel clunky. Soundtrack is also quite chill, and I really like how the game is kind of like visually styled, even though the black on black enemies don't really give it justice, but the art style is like really good. I think it has potential, but in order to actually be good and like a real contender for like a good like soul survivor game, like a big one, you need some more variety, because these games you usually play, like, if you want them to be successful, you play like 500 runs of them, and already on like the 4th or 5th run, whatever this one was, I kind of already start feeling like it gets repetitive. So I think that's about it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please consider following my channel and subscribing. That will help me a lot. And yeah, expect a video every other day, and I think that's about it.